What up, y'all? It's your girl Glam, back with another freaking video, back with another banger, and today y'all gonna be getting ready with your girl. I'm finna be going out to this little event thing or whatever. So I really want to take some pictures tonight and look cute. I'm finna just take y'all through the getting ready process. You already know the vibes, soft glam as always. I'm gonna take y'all through hair and makeup today. And I'm going to talk about my wig a little bit. I got this wig from Amazon, so I'm going to just let y'all know my thoughts on it and whatever. You know, I had to pull out the orange spice, the pumpkin spice for the fall. We here, today is October 20th. We are 10 days away from Halloween. 11 days away from Halloween because I'm 31st. And y'all already know the vibes. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. And then we're gonna be good. We ain't gonna have no beef. But yeah, this is just a little light. You know, I'm really trying to figure out what I want to dress up as, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But I need to hurry up because I need to order something like ASAP. I don't know what I'm gonna be. I don't know. Y'all ever seen that money? That money. Yeah, y'all ever seen that money? I seen that money. I made that money. I spent that money. Okay, so we got the hair clip back. I went ahead and I wiped my face off with a makeup wipe, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on my brows. So I'm just brushing them, and I'm gonna just start with the tail. I like to do the bottom first, and then when I get out, then when I get to the end of it, then I just want to bring it out. Not so much down and more out. And I'm just real light with it. Like, I'm not super heavy-handed, and I'm not super light-handed either. You feel me? And I'm gonna just go ahead, and from there, I'm gonna work my way up to the front of the brow. Simple, easy, cool, and calm. And then once I get to the front of the brow, I'm just gonna brush the hairs up. You don't want it to be super harsh in the front, so I'm just going with light, like super light. We just want a little shading in there. All you need. Then you're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Splatty. Boom. So I'm going in with the e.l.f. Instant Brow, Let me stop trying to read upside down. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I kind of like that. It goes on very easy. It's very smooth. The formula is very, very smooth. I'm just going in, filling it in, and going with the light strokes towards the front. That's the only thing about these kind of pencils. Like, their precision is not all that, because it's thicker. Like, it's a more blunt pencil. So definitely this is not one of those concealers, brow pencils or crayons or whatever that you want to use if you are not trying to have to conceal your brows. I'm telling you that right now. Listen to me when I tell you that, because I will never set you up. I will never set you up for failure, you feel me? I'm taking a lighter shade, and that's what I'm gonna put in the arch of my brow. And then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade that's closer to my skin tone towards the front. I'm gonna start with my opposite, so the same brow that I was just working on. I'm gonna start with that brow, because this is my problem brow, so it'll be easier for me to conceal this brow and then make the other brow look like this one, if that makes sense. I'm just going in and I'm blending it. This one, you don't really want to let dry down too much because it's lighter, so it'll be harder to blend the longer you let it sit. For the highlight in my brow bone, I went in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. This is in the shade Warm Honey 15.9. That's about 3 to 4 shades lighter than my skin tone. I'm gonna go in with the Honey 415 by L'Oreal Infallible. This is the full wear concealer. I love this concealer, it's one of my favorites. I actually just re-upped on this the other day, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, and that is what I'll be putting in this parts of my brows, so that way it's still concealed, the line is still crisp, but it's not as much of a outline as right here. I'm using this Wet n Wild brush. This brush is like $1.98, something like that at Walmart. It's a small eyeshadow brush, I think that's what they call it, but it's a perfect concealer brush, no cap. So I'm just gonna go in, and what I like to do is I'm all over the place, but let me explain what I'm trying to say. I'm left-handed, but I use my right hand to do everything else. I'm ambidextrous, so to do my makeup, I use my right hand. Some things I'll use my left hand for, but mostly I use my right hand to do my makeup. When I'm doing this side of my face, because it's the non-dominant, even though it's a dominant, non-dominant side, it's not the main side of my face that I'm using my hand. Does that make sense? Instead of starting from the bridge of my nose and working to the arch, I like to go backwards. So I'll just go ahead and create that line, and then I'll just pull the product down onto my eyelid, like so, like that, like so. Okay, so kind of got it where I want it. We just really need to work on the top of the brows, because that ain't where I wanted it at all, especially this one over here, but it's okay, we're gonna get good. I don't like to come with the top concealer directly from the front. I like to start in the middle and then, you know, let that guide me to where I need to go. When we hit that bend, when we hit the arch of the brow, we're not gonna pull down, we're just gonna pull out towards our temples. It out and give it natural, because again, we don't want a halo brow, which is the exact reason that I'm not pulling the product that I use to conceal the top of my brows all the way to the front. And you see how in the front of the brow, I'm dragging it, but there's no product left on the brush really. Like, I'm just making everything seamless. Blend it out. Blend it out. Hey. Okay, so boom, there we go. Brows check. Honestly, to me, this is the most time consuming part of makeup. It is what takes the longest, and I feel like it is what make or break the makeup look. Now I'm gonna put concealer over my eyelids, and I'm just gonna blend that out. Just taking the 415, that honey color from the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I'm putting that over my eyes. I don't need nothing extra, I just need the regular degular schmegula. You feel me? Then I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is just the regular translucent. I do have the medium dark or deep, and I do have the honey, so I have all three of them, but this is the one that I use the most. That's just what worked for me, so don't do too much. Do not do too much. I'm just gonna take this fluffy setting brush. This is a Real Techniques brush as well, and I'm just gonna dab it in there in the product, and I'm gonna tap off the excess, and I'm just gonna make sure to spread it all around. Honestly, soft glams have become a personal favorite of mine, and I just love it. Like, I used to want to learn how to do double cut creases and all that extra stuff, and then I started doing makeup on clients, and I just really fell in love with soft glams. Like, they're like, that's all I want to do. I just want to enhance what already exists, and you feel me? I'm using this Black Radiance. This is the dark to deep contour palette. I love their contour palettes. And I'm taking the sculpting shade, which is the one in the middle. This is not what I use to contour my face. I use the medium to dark. But I do like to use the sculpting shade as in eyeshadow color because it's just a neutral brown that's very rich and it brings definition to the face. So I'm just going to take it on this fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. This one is angled. You don't have to use an angled brush. I can't find my other one. Yeah, I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to pack it onto my eye. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to blend that out. I feel like once I get through my eyes, everything else honestly picks up. And this brown is just everything. It's everything to me. Ooh, I can't sing, y'all, for real. I can't sing. I'm gonna stick to dancing, but don't say Gab can't hold a little note now. I could keep up in the ensemble in the choir. Just put me in the back somewhere. We got the shadow together. Yee. Yee, yee, yee. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner pen. Now I'm gonna go with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm just taking one pump. That's all I need, one pump. And I'm gonna put it on my chin, forehead, and I'm really gonna concentrate it in my under eyes. I'm always getting this thing in my eye. That shit burns, okay? So I have it on my chin. I'm gonna just rub it in by my forehead. And then once it starts to get tacky, you just wanna pat it in place. We decided we're gonna put on our lashes early in the process today. Normally I wait till the end to put on my lashes. But today we're gonna do everything with the eyes. Off the top. On top, trying to extra far out, and that's another. How you think I? Yeah. Look at that. Splatted it, cause period. Why I'm acting like this? On and popping insecure. So I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Super Stay. I'm looking at this like, what is it called? Because it's not just Maybelline foundation, but the Super Stay foundation. This is the shade 355 Coconut. And I used to do a full face of foundation, but I don't do that anymore because pretty much everything that I use is full coverage. So I just go section by section. I'm just gonna apply it here and kind of spread it over my face, and you want to make sure it covers a lot of area. And once I have that applied, then I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna start blending it. I'm using a damp beauty blender. This is a Wet n Wild beauty blender. This is one of those products you don't want to let sit. You know how some people put their foundation everywhere they want their foundation to go and then go back and blend it. This is not something you want to do that with. That's why I'm working in sections, because it oxidizes, as you can see, and once it oxidizes, it is in place. Like, it is hard to get it to go anywhere else. Then I'm just trying to look out for you and tell you what it is and what it ain't. You feel me? So I appreciate that a little bit. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is just appreciate that a little bit. Just look at our face. This is before concealer, before contour. Look at it. A very smooth base, and I know y'all seen that I have blemishes. My skin is fairly clear, but it's not extremely clear. So I just want you to see how well that foundation works in itself. And I only used about maybe 1.5 pumps for my entire face. And I only use that much because we're using a beauty blender that absorbs product. If I was using a brush, I'd probably use only 1 pump, and that is all. Now we're gonna go in with our concealer. So for this, I'm just gonna highlight parts of my face. I'm gonna go in the chin area, and as y'all can see, I didn't really focus on putting any foundation in these areas per se. Foundation definitely made it there, but it wasn't like I was placing it there, because this concealer is such full coverage that you don't have to layer it. I like it like that. I like it like that a lot. So, what am I doing? Like, I like to be generous with my product because I want everything to be covered the way it should be. But again, you don't need a whole bunch here. Like, I just want you to see what I have already, like what it's looking like. Boom. So I'm gonna start with my chin because that's where I apply it first. And I'm gonna use the back of my beauty blender and I'm gonna keep it concentrated in the area that I apply it. You don't wanna be moving it all over. You just wanna keep it right here and then just kind of angle it to the left and to the right to blend out the edges. But you really wanna keep the product in this area, you know, blend back into your neck so you're not looking crazy. But again, I'm not taking it all over everywhere. I'm just keeping it in that area. Same thing for the forehead. And you just want to keep dabbing in that area. Just keep dabbing in that area. Dab. Then we're going to go ahead and start blending out what we have here on our face. This is where it really picks up and starts to move quickly. The brows and the eyes are generally what takes the longest. What am I talking about? Who knows? But you're getting ready with me in your hair, so And now I'm gonna go back in with the same concealer that I used to highlight my brows, and I'm gonna put that in the inner corner of my eyes. Now this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. Remember I told you this is not a concealer that you want to let sit. Just like I told you the foundation wasn't a foundation you want to let sit. Because I'm highlighting my inner corner, I'm going to let it sit for a little bit because I want it to get tacky to where it's not really moving, because I want it to stay right here. Like I want it to stay right here. And I'm going to lift the ends of my eyes real subtle, real subtle. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blend these. I'm gonna blend the outer corner of my eye first because I don't want that product to sit too long, because I don't want it to have any harsh lines or anything like that, but I just wanted to bring a little lightness. And I'm gonna go in and start working in this inner corner, and I'm not moving at all really. I'm just continuously dabbing in that area, in all honesty, until it's blended. And then as you get it blended out, then you can start dragging it down a little bit so that way the edges of it get blended out as well. But I'm not doing the most. I'm not. So now that we have that together, I'm just gonna make sure everything is nice and tight and right where it needs to be. And now I just set my face because the complexion is basically done. So before I set it with the translucent powder, I'm going to contour my nose. This is the medium to dark, and I'm taking the same middle sculpting shade. This is not the darkest contour shade. I'm taking the sculpting shade because we don't want it to be too dark in the nose. But before I put it in, I'm gonna dip it in the contour, and I'm gonna dip it back in the sculpting, and I'm just gonna tap off the excess straight like that. It's simple, I promise. I'm just going to apply it from the bridge, and I'm just going to bring it down the side like bulb of my nose. As you can see, it's not doing a lot, but it's getting snatched. I don't want much product getting here because that's the part that I highlighted, and I want it to stay highlighted. So for the most part, I'm going to just blend along the back edges and just make sure that it's not super harsh. Before you set, you want to make sure that there are no creases where you're about to set, because if there's creases where you're about to set, them creases is about to get stuck like that. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to carve out my nose contours. And I'm just going to place it alongside my nose, and I'm going to bring it out. Like so. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side. Splat you did. I'm going to go with my Juvia's Place highlighter. This is the Nefertiti. This is their loose highlighter. I'm not sure if they still carry this, in all honesty. I'm just going to go in with this little pencil brush, and I'm going to take a little bit on the tip of it. And I'm just going to apply that into my brow bone. The fluffy brush. And I'm going to . 'Cause, 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 ' brush away, but I'm not gonna mess with my under eyes yet. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm doing it in a sweeping motion. And I'm very light-handed with it. I'm going in with a medium to dark black radiance, and I have this contour brush that's Real Techniques, and I'm going into the contour shade, and I'm gonna mix it with the sculpting shade, and then I'm just going to start at the cheekbone and work my way. I'm just gonna make a little fish face, and you want to put it not really in a pocket, but on the bone itself, and then I'm gonna just blend it downward. Just place it, and then just blend it up again. And then I'm just gonna put some around that part of my neck, on the ends, yeah. We've got that together. Let's go ahead and brush away that right there. So we've got the waterline line. Now we're gonna go in with our blush. I'm using this BH Cosmetics Vanilla Peach blush palette. Give it a cute little smile, and then we're just gonna blend it upwards. I am going to layer this with another blush, so as you can see, it's giving that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade, I don't even know, but this is 55. So whatever 55 is, that's what it's a little deeper, more pinky to it. And I'm gonna take some of that and I'm gonna just layer that on top of that little peachy shade that I just put, and we're being real subtle with it. Boom, like that, like that. I don't know, I like blush. I love blush on a black girl. I just feel like it just makes them look so much better. So I'm just gonna go in and just boom, it's giving. And I'm gonna just go ahead and here too, and on the tip of my nose, I'm gonna blend it in some more. We have our blush, we have to highlight everything. I'm gonna go ahead and set right now. I'm really loving the look. So I'm gonna just set. Okay, so we have everything, and I'm gonna just go ahead and line my lips. Nothing too crazy. See the difference? Yes, yes. Same thing for the other side. Just apply it like so. So boom, this is the full face. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my clips down, and then we're gonna get into the hair. I wanna play games with me for some reason. I don't really know why, but I'm gonna try to do this hair real quick. I was gonna curl my hair, but I don't have all the time for that, so I'm just gonna hot comb it and then straighten it out real quick. Make sure my baby hairs is laid real good. I got this wig from Amazon. It was probably about $8. It's a 13x4. I think the density is 150. It's not 150 or 180, but I think it's 150 because this ain't giving 180 density, in all honesty. But it's really soft. It doesn't really tangle. Like, the most of the tangling that I experience is like the back of my neck, and that's like because I'm always moving my hair, and like I probably brush it like only a couple times a day. As you can see, this is my hair like all day. Like, I slept in my bonnet, I woke up this morning, I brushed it out. I didn't straighten it or anything like that, and I went to work. So, and the night before that, I don't think I straightened it either. I might have, I might not. Don't hold me to it. I don't really know how to do hair, y'all. I just be doing what I think is right and what feels comfortable with me until it look how I want it to look. We just wanted to have, just, you know, a little straightness to it, a little straightening. Oh, yeah. Just kind of passing through it. I'm not really sectioning it off in no kind of way that is proper. So we just gonna curl it. I just pull it back. Go ahead and just curl it straight back. I kind of want the fluffiness, so I'm not trying to bring the product too much. Ooh, I just want to spray a little, got to be there. Just trifling. I only got a few seconds, but so this is the finished look, y'all. Not too much on me. Not too much. Ooh, it's hot. Woo! I'm about to say, ooh, this hot come hot, and it burnt my damn forehead. It's giving ginger, babe. I really know the wig. I would give the wig an 8 out of 10. The only thing that I don't like about it per se is shit. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell another friend. It's your girl, G-A, hold on, wait. I'm practicing this in sign language, so let me see if I got it right. I think this is G-A-B S-T triple R. Hey, you already know this. It's your girl, G-A-B-S-T triple R. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, share. I said that all that already, but I'm gonna say it again because you need to do it. You need to get it done. It needs to happen. I feel so pretty, so cute, and now I'm gonna put on my clothes and we're gonna be fine.